Ancient tombs buried beneath deserts, mountains, and even busy cities, each hiding a puzzle wrapped in secrecy. From Princess Yongtai's tomb guarding luxurious artifacts beneath quiet hills.
This is amazing. Look at these frescoes here. The paint. You can still see some of the color.
To the Moon Mausoleum, where the ghost of a wronged general reportedly wanders at night. Today we uncover the 20 mysterious tombs in China shrouded in legend and mystery. Qin Emperor's Tomb. I'm talking about the legendary tomb of Emperor Qin Shi Huang near Xi'an, buried beneath a massive mound that's been chillin' untouched for over 2,200 years. Talk about suspense. This isn't your everyday burial site. Qin Shi Huang was China's first emperor and the mastermind behind the Great Wall. When he kicked the bucket around 210 BC, he made sure his afterlife setup was nothing short of epic. We're talking rivers and seas made of mercury. Yep, actual mercury, to represent his empire's waterways. For real? Yeah, archaeologists even detected crazy high mercury levels around the tomb. Despite discovering over 8,000 life-size terracotta warriors, horses, and chariots guarding the tomb, experts still won't crack open the emperor's actual resting place. Why? Mainly because ancient texts warn of hidden traps and curses that'll straight up ruin anyone who disturbs his peace. Opening the tomb could be history's biggest breakthrough, or a Pandora's box we're not ready to open. Meanwhile, Qin Shi Huang is still playing the long game from underground. Tomb from Tang Dynasty. Can you believe a 1,200-year-old tomb can appear as fresh as if it were painted yesterday? Archaeologists in Taiyuan, China, got their minds blown when they stumbled onto a tomb from the Tang Dynasty, filled with murals so vivid they almost feel eerie. Hidden underground in China's Shaanxi province, this tomb isn't your average burial chamber. The artwork inside is dripping with color, reds, blues, and greens that somehow survived untouched since the 800s. Among the portraits on the walls, experts found a depiction of someone who doesn't seem local at all. He looks Central Asian, possibly Sogdian, a dude from way outside China's borders. For real? Yep, it suggests ancient China was way more global than history class taught us. This tomb is like a time capsule of culture and trade from over a millennium ago. Researchers are hyped, digging deep to figure out who this mysterious outsider was. Was he a trader, diplomat, or just a traveler who made it big? Tomb of Princess Yongtai. Princess Yongtai's tomb is one of the most captivating burial sites within the renowned Qianling Mausoleum complex near Xi'an, China. Though Princess Yongtai was buried separately in her own impressive underground chamber, it's crucial to recognize her tomb as intricately connected to the broader imperial burial grounds known as Qianling. This complex, created during the Tang Dynasty, holds the remains of multiple prominent royal figures, including Princess Yongtai, granddaughter of Emperor Gaozong and Empress Wu Zetian. Her tomb, measuring approximately 900 feet by 720 feet, features remarkable architectural splendor. Distinctively decorated with stone lions, human statues, and ornamental columns, it emphasizes the princess's esteemed status within the imperial family. Beneath its impressive burial mound, archaeologists uncovered a subterranean chamber filled with treasures that reflect the luxurious lifestyle and artistic richness of the Tang Dynasty. Although partially plundered, the remaining artifacts, golden jewelry, intricate silver vessels, and tri-colored glazed pottery, shed light on the era's craftsmanship and the princess's tragic premature death at just 17 years old. Thus, while Princess Yongtai's tomb maintains its own mysterious and historical significance, it's essential to clearly position it as an integral, though distinct, part of the wider Qianling Mausoleum area. Wangzhuang Tomb. Curious what it's like to find a tomb that seems pulled from ancient stories? Well, archaeologists in China did exactly that when they uncovered the Wangzhuang Tomb, a mysterious burial site dating back a mind-blowing 5,000 years. Located deep within the Wangzhuang ruins in China's Henan province, this tomb isn't just old, it's a game changer. Researchers are convinced that this could be the final resting place of a prehistoric king, from an era long before China's famous dynasties ever existed. The artifacts found here scream royalty. Elaborate jade items, beautifully carved pottery, and even mysterious symbols etched into walls. This tomb challenges everything we thought we knew about ancient China. Before this discovery, historians weren't totally sure if kings even ruled this far back in time. Now they're thinking this could be proof of an ancient kingdom, a civilization thriving thousands of years earlier than anyone expected. Han Dynasty tombs. Just as a city park was about to be built, imagine unearthing ancient treasures instead. That's exactly what happened in Rizhao, a coastal city in China where archaeologists recently discovered 3 mysterious tombs, untouched for 1,800 years. These tombs date back to the legendary Han Dynasty, an era celebrated as China's Golden Age. Buried at the foot of Ai Mountain, near the Yellow Sea, the tombs were carefully hidden beneath earthen mounds. Sadly, tomb raiders hit 2 of the tombs, M1 and M2, long ago, leaving behind only scraps, fragments of pottery, a bronze seal, and the remains of an iron sword. But tomb M3, now that's the jackpot. This tomb was amazingly intact, revealing over 70 precious artifacts, bronze mirrors, beautifully glazed pottery, and even an iron sword. What really stunned archaeologists was a miniature wooden house built underground, complete with tiny doors and windows, a detailed home for the afterlife. The rarest discovery, a lavish coffin carriage, proving this family's wealth and status. Even now, archaeologists are decoding clues from these tombs, revealing the Huan family's long-buried secrets. Jin Dynasty Tomb. Step inside an ancient tomb and find murals painted so long ago they've been sealed away from the sun for 800 years. Well, that's exactly what archaeologists in Changji, China, uncovered in November 2023, a cluster of mysterious Jin Dynasty tombs hidden beneath the earth, each packed with incredible secrets waiting to be decoded. These tombs, named M19, M20, and M21, may share the same age, but each has a unique story. Tombs M19 and M20 stunned experts with elaborate brick carvings and vibrant murals depicting arches, doorways, figures, and intricate floral designs. But the real excitement comes from the inscriptions etched into their walls. These ancient writings tell powerful stories like that of He Jin in Tomb M20, celebrated for his legendary devotion to family, a powerful glimpse into the values treasured by ancient Chinese society. Tomb M21, however, takes things even further. Its walls cleverly mimic a wooden structure, painted with stunning images of plants and animals, hinting at deeper symbolism. Archaeologists are still unraveling. These images aren't just decoration. They reveal ancient beliefs about life, death, and the journey beyond. But why are these murals so important? Each painting, each carved brick, each carefully etched character helps piece together the lost puzzle of Jin Dynasty culture, architecture, and traditions. They provide an incredible window into a past era's artistic genius and sophisticated craftsmanship. Qianling Mausoleum. About 50 miles from Xi'an on Mount Liang in Shanxi Province lies the Qianling Mausoleum, famed as one of China's key imperial burial sites. Constructed in 684 AD, Qianling is unique because it houses not just one, but 2 of China's most influential rulers, Emperor Gaozong of the Tang Dynasty, and his wife, the formidable Empress Wu Zetian, China's only official female emperor. Designed with extraordinary precision, this mausoleum complex reflects both the architectural ambition and political significance of its occupants. The main tomb, intricately carved directly into Mount Liang's pyramid-shaped rock, took approximately 3 decades to complete and notably remains largely intact due to strategically sealed entrances that successfully thwarted grave robbers. Yet Qianling's historical significance extends beyond the main burial chamber. The complex encompasses various subordinate tombs belonging to royal family members, including Princess Yongtai, whose grave lies prominently within this larger imperial landscape. Visitors walking along the famous Spirit Path, Sima Road, encounter remarkable stone statues and headless sculptures that symbolize mystery and power, reflecting the turbulent political atmosphere of Wu Zetian's reign. Equally fascinating is Empress Wu's blank stele, purposefully left undecorated as an enigmatic statement challenging future generations to interpret her legacy. Western Xia Pyramid Tombs. China has its own pyramids? That's right, but forget Egypt. These are something different. Out near Yinchuan, in northwest China, lies a group of huge tombs, known as the Western Xia Pyramid Tombs. These ancient structures are kinda tucked away, low-key hidden by desert sands, and they're surrounded by legends and unanswered questions. Built roughly 1,000 years ago by the Tangut civilization, these tombs aren't small potatoes. We're talking about 9 massive mausoleums spread across more than 20 square miles. That's bigger than Manhattan. Each tomb has its own impressive pyramid-shaped mound, some rising nearly 100 feet tall. Despite how massive and impressive these tombs are, we still know very little about the Tangut Empire or their mysterious beliefs. Archaeologists digging around these pyramids have found artifacts hinting at a powerful, sophisticated culture. Yet, the deeper they dig, the more questions pop up. Who exactly were these Tangut rulers? What secrets did they bury inside these pyramids? And why did their civilization vanish without a clear trace? These Chinese pyramids might not be famous worldwide, but they're high-key fascinating and totally packed with mysteries still waiting to be solved. Moon Mausoleum. The Moon Mausoleum in Beijing is the quiet resting place of Ming hero General Yuan Chonghuan, whose tragic fate is overshadowed by tales of a haunted tomb. Back in the 1600s, Yuan Chonghuan was actually one of China's bravest generals, known for fiercely defending the empire against invading forces. But due to some shady political drama, he was wrongly accused of treason and executed brutally. Talk about betrayal. Ever since then, legends say his spirit never found peace. Locals claim eerie things happen around this tomb, especially after dark. People report hearing ghostly whispers and unexplained sobbing drifting from nowhere. Some visitors have even spotted a mysterious figure wandering near the grave. Creepy, huh? The tomb itself is simple, just a small monument and a stone marker. But the energy around this place is no joke. Historians suggest the haunting might be symbolic of the guilt people felt over his wrongful death. But others insist Yuan Chonghuan's restless spirit really lingers, waiting for justice. Mausoleum of Yellow Emperor. A tomb built for a person who might never have lived? The Mausoleum of the Yellow Emperor, known in China as the first tomb under heaven. Pretty epic title, right? Located on Qiao Mountain near Xi'an. This legendary grave is said to honor Huangdi, the mythical founder of Chinese civilization who lived about 5,000 years ago. Or did he? See, the Yellow Emperor isn't just a historical figure. He's a legit myth wrapped up in mystery. Stories say he ruled wisely, invented countless innovations, and eventually vanished into thin air, leaving only legends behind. The tomb itself covers about 10 acres, with ancient cypress trees and ornate stone carvings. Visitors report feeling a mystical vibe here, almost like stepping into another world. Nobody has ever proven that Huangdi actually existed. No bones, no artifacts, nothing definitive. So, is this tomb a symbolic shrine or the real resting place of China's most legendary ruler? Scholars still debate it, but millions of people visit every year hoping to connect with ancient China's most mysterious leader.
Let's dive in. It's finally time for the open discussion.
Standing watch for thousands of years, silent and imposing, this is the most mysterious tomb in all of China that scientists fear to open. What secrets does it guard behind those carved animal guardians? Could treasures or terrors be waiting just beyond that sealed passageway? And what ancient civilization felt the need for such intimidating protectors? Drop your thoughts below and don't forget to mention #OpenDiscussion. Pyramid of Zhengzhou. Okay, get this. A strange pyramid-shaped tomb hidden beneath a construction site in Zhengzhou, China, had archaeologists totally shook. We're talking about a pyramid right in the middle of a bustling city, discovered completely out of the blue. And yep, it's as mysterious as it sounds. When construction crews first stumbled upon it, archaeologists rushed in, scratching their heads at what they found. A tomb about 100 feet long and 26 feet wide, built in an unusual pyramid style that's almost unheard of in ancient China. Nobody's exactly sure why it was built this way or even who's buried there. Some historians guess it dates back around 2,000 years, possibly to the Han Dynasty, but that's just a wild guess. The tomb had already been looted long ago, leaving only traces of artifacts, a handful of broken pottery, and more questions than answers. Why a pyramid? Why here? And who was important enough to earn such a unique burial? Locals are full of theories, but experts remain uncertain. Was this tomb for an ancient king, a lost general, or someone history chose to erase? Whoever it was, their legacy remains a deep mystery. Cao Mausoleum. The famous warlord Cao, who ruled China almost 1,800 years back? Well, archaeologists recently stumbled on his long-lost tomb near Anyang in China's Henan province. And man, it's stirring up some serious mysteries. When they finally cracked it open, they found a sprawling underground mausoleum covering nearly 8,000 square feet, about the size of 3 basketball courts. The tomb contained tons of amazing stuff.
ancient artifacts, weapons, gold ornaments, and even human bones. But some historians aren't convinced it actually belongs to Cao Cao. See, even though inscriptions point to Cao Cao, skeptics argue certain evidence doesn't match historical records. Plus, the tomb was already robbed multiple times, leaving key clues missing. So, folks are wondering, could it be an elaborate decoy? Was it someone close to Cao Cao instead? The mystery deepens. Adding fuel to the fire, historical texts say Cao Cao ordered his tomb to be modest and hidden, fearing thieves. Yet this tomb was massive and extravagant, pretty much shouting, "Come steal from me!" So, who's actually buried down there, and why all the contradictions? Cao Cao's grave might have been found, but his secrets? Still buried. Tombs at Luoyang, Eastern Zhou. At Luoyang, China, archaeologists stumbled upon a tomb that included a whole squad of horses and chariots. A discovery that's as wild as it sounds. These tombs date back about 2,500 years, smack dab in the middle of China's Eastern Zhou dynasty. When researchers started digging, they didn't just find ordinary graves, they uncovered massive burial pits packed with perfectly preserved chariots and horses. We're talking dozens of animals arranged in formation, complete with chariots, armor, and bronze decorations as if frozen in time. So, what's the deal? Historians believe these impressive burials symbolize power and prestige, showing just how important the buried individuals were. But who exactly got this incredible send-off? While researchers guess they were high-ranking nobles or military leaders, their exact identities are still a mystery. What's more intriguing is how neatly arranged everything was, suggesting rituals involving sacrifice or ceremony. It's like stepping into an ancient battlefield where these warriors' loyal steeds were laid to rest with their masters, ready to ride into eternity. Why were these ancient elites buried with their chariots? And what secrets do these horses still hold? Ming Xiaoling Mausoleum. How ancient emperors kept their tombs safe from thieves. Ming Xiaoling Mausoleum in Nanjing, China, takes tomb security to a whole new level. Talk about being extra cautious. Built over 600 years ago for Zhu Yuanzhang, the first emperor of the Ming dynasty, this tomb is one of China's biggest mysteries. To keep the emperor's final resting spot secret, his followers devised an epic scheme. 13 identical funeral processions marched out simultaneously through different gates of the city. Each carried a coffin, but only one was real. That's some serious ancient spy stuff right there. The tomb itself sprawls across roughly 4 square miles. Yeah, that's bigger than Disneyland, with massive walls, intricate carvings, and more than 5,000 soldiers once guarding it. Yet even today, no one's entirely sure exactly where Emperor Zhu's body rests beneath all that stone. Archaeologists have tried everything, but the burial chamber itself is nowhere to be found. Many believe it's hidden so deep it may never be uncovered, keeping the emperor's secrets safe through the ages. The location was so cleverly concealed, it's still a mystery centuries later. Tomb of Fu Hao. From ancient China comes Fu Hao, a warrior queen whose undiscovered tomb is transforming our understanding of the past. Located near Anyang, this burial site dates back roughly 3,200 years to China's legendary Shang dynasty. But here's what makes Fu Hao's tomb totally mind-blowing. Discovered completely by accident in the 1970s, Fu Hao's tomb turned out to be one of the richest ancient graves ever found in China. Inside this relatively modest-sized pit, just about 18 feet deep, archaeologists hit the jackpot. They uncovered thousands of priceless artifacts, jade jewelry, weapons like bronze battle axes, and even sacrificial vessels, giving a glimpse into her extraordinary life. But hold up, there's more. Fu Hao wasn't your average queen just chilling at the palace. She led armies into battle, commanded thousands of soldiers, and had serious political power. Ancient texts describe her as both fierce and wise, a rare combo back in the day. The weird thing? Her tomb was built away from the main royal cemetery, hidden for thousands of years. Why such secrecy? Historians still debate the reasons. But Fu Hao's burial continues to hold secrets waiting to be unraveled. Tomb of Marquise Yi. Imagine stumbling on an ancient tomb filled with more treasure than you'd ever dream of. Yeah, that actually happened in China with the tomb of Marquise Yi of Zheng. Discovered in 1978 in Hubei province, this isn't your average grave. It's more like a royal museum packed into one giant burial chamber. Marquis Yi died around 433 BC, and when he was buried, they went all out. We're talking 15,000 priceless artifacts crammed into a tomb measuring around 70 feet by 55 feet. That's about the size of a good-sized house. There was dazzling jade jewelry, intricate gold decorations, huge bronze vessels made for wine, and even 4 giant lacquered coffins. But here's the coolest part. Marquis Yi's tomb included an entire orchestra setup. Archaeologists found 124 perfectly preserved musical instruments, massive bronze bells, drums, and string instruments. It's like he wanted his own personal soundtrack in the afterlife. Even after decades of research, experts still wonder why Marquis Yi's burial was so extravagant. Was it a flex to show off his power, or did he truly believe he'd enjoy music in the afterlife? The tomb of Liu Shang. Taking things to a whole new level, archaeologists unearthed the 2,000-year-old tomb of Liu Shang, a Chinese prince resting deep below Hebei province. Discovered in 1968, this wasn't your typical burial. Liu Shang, who ruled around 113 BC, was laid to rest in one of the most jaw-dropping outfits ever, a head-to-toe suit crafted from over 2,400 pieces of pure jade, stitched together with gold threads. Talk about the ultimate flex, right? And it wasn't just about looking good in the afterlife. Jade suits like these were believed to preserve the body and even grant immortality. But the luxury didn't stop there. His massive tomb, spanning over 7,500 square feet, that's bigger than most mansions, was loaded with treasures, including ornate gold jewelry, bronze vessels, and even incense burners. Historians are still blown away by how extravagant Liu Shang's burial was, but it also shows how obsessed ancient Chinese rulers were with comfort in the afterlife. So, was this extreme luxury about vanity, immortality, or just ancient royalty living their best afterlife? Tomb of Nanyue King. Zhao Mo's tomb, a burial site so grand it inspired a museum, was discovered right in the heart of Guangzhou, China. Built over 2,100 years ago during the Han Dynasty, this tomb was hidden beneath a hill until construction crews found it by accident in 1983. Talk about a plot twist. Inside this ancient burial chamber, archaeologists found over 1,000 stunning artifacts, jade sculptures, intricate pottery, bronze vessels, and even a collection of rare musical instruments. But the crown jewel? A jade burial suit made from nearly 2,300 small jade tiles sewn together with delicate silk threads. This suit was designed to protect Zhao Mo's body and grant him immortality. Ancient kings sure loved their jade. The tomb itself stretches roughly 115 feet long and 66 feet wide, bigger than a typical basketball court, featuring secret passageways and hidden chambers. It's a literal treasure trove that gives us a glimpse into how rich and powerful the Nanyu Kingdom truly was. Tomb of Marquis of Haihun. The emperor who lasted just 27 days on the throne, Liu He, or the Marquis of Haihun, left behind a tomb full of secrets. Discovered in Jiangxi province in 2011, his grave revealed secrets historians never expected. Liu He had a wild ride. Crowned emperor at just 18 years old, he barely had time to flex before being swiftly dethroned. Apparently, he partied too hard for ancient China's liking. Stripped of power, he was sent away and later named Marquis of Haihun, living quietly until his mysterious death. His tomb, hidden underground for over 2,000 years, covers an area roughly the size of 10 football fields. That's seriously huge. Inside, archaeologists found over 20,000 artifacts, gold coins, jade ornaments, bronze lamps, and even a stunning collection of ancient musical instruments. But what's really wild is Liu He's coffin, elaborately built, sealed tight, and surrounded by treasures. Experts spent months cautiously opening it, uncovering clues suggesting his lavish burial might have been an apology for stripping him of the throne. Xiaohe tombs in Xinjiang. Perfectly preserved mummies buried in China's desert. Sounds wild, right? Welcome to the Xiaohe tombs, beneath Xinjiang's sands. Discovered in the 1930s but explored extensively only decades later, these tombs have archaeologists seriously scratching their heads. Dating back almost 4,000 years, this ancient cemetery is unlike anything else in China. The mummies aren't just remarkably preserved, they're also weirdly unique, with fair hair, distinctly European-like features, and wrapped in wool garments. Yeah, definitely not what historians were expecting. The burial practices at Xiaohe are equally bizarre. The tombs feature wooden coffins shaped like boats, each sealed under sand dunes. Mysterious wooden posts topped with carved human faces stand guard above, almost like silent watchers protecting secrets from another age. Even more mysterious, DNA tests suggest these Bronze Age people might have traveled from thousands of miles away, mixing cultures in ways no one fully understands yet. But who exactly were they? Why did they settle here? And how did their culture vanish so suddenly? Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more content like this. Hit the bell icon to stay updated, and I'll catch you in the next video. Until then, stay awesome and keep exploring.